Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of the binary tree tutorial. In the first part, I have created a class called binary tree, and inside of the class I created a structure called tree node with a value and a left and right pointer. And I also created a insert function that would insert nodes into the tree. And I also created a display function to display the nodes in order inside of the tree. So for this tutorial, I'm going to create the search function. And the search function is a very simple function to create. All the search function will do is look or search inside of the tree for a specific value and return true or false if the value is inside of the tree. So for the search function, I'm going to use the return type bool, and I'm going to call my function search. And inside of the function parameter, I'm going to declare an integer called value. So the first thing I want to do inside of the search function is create a pointer to my structure. I'm going to call the pointer node ptr. And if you're wondering why the data type is a tree node or where the tree node came from, it's the name of the structure I've created above or in the top of the class, inside of the class. So the node ptr pointer, I want to initialize that pointer to root. And the root variable is a pointer I've created above as well. So this is my root pointer here. And the root pointer will always be the first node that is inserted inside of the binary tree. So the next thing I want to do inside of the search function is create a loop that would go through the tree, or a loop to check if there is nodes or data inside of the tree. So I'm going to use the while loop. So I'm going to say while node ptr, or while there is data inside of the tree. There are some conditions I want to check for in order to search for the data properly. So I want to check if, and I'm going to say node ptr, and I want to access the value member inside of the structure. And if it's equals to the value that is coming in from the function, and if the value is equal to the value that is coming in from the function, then I want to return true. This if statement that I just created, it's checking to see if the value that the user is searching for is equal to the root value. And this is going to be the best case scenario. And I want to create another if statement. So I'm going to use else if. So if the value is less than node ptr value. So if the value that is coming in from the search function parameter is less than the root value, then we definitely know we have to search the left side of the tree. So I want to say after the else if statement, I'm going to initialize the node pointer to node ptr left. So search the left side of the tree. Else, if it's greater, automatically search the right side of the tree. And we also want the return statement. I'm going to say return false. Now let's go inside of main and write the main program to search for the data inside of the tree. So over in main, under the display function, I'm going to create an integer called value. And before I search for the value, I'm going to create a simple cout statement to let the user know to enter the value. And I'm going to use the cin function. So I'm going to take the value from the user instead of doing it manually. So enter the value, and then I want to do a check. So I'm going to use the if statement. I'm going to say tree dot, and I want to access the search function, and I want to search for the value. If the value is there, then I want to print this statement. So I'm going to print the value, and I also want to print the value itself that the user have entered. And I want to say found in the tree. And I'm going to end my line. Else, if the value is not there, then I want to print the value, and I also want to print the value itself that the user have entered. And I'm going to say not found in the tree. And I'm going to end line. That's all you have to write for the main function. Now let's build and run the code. And the program will ask us for a value to search for. Let us search for the number 4 and hit enter. And number 4 is found in the tree. So number 4 is there. Make this a little bit cleaner. Let's run it again. Let's search for another value. Let's search for 6 this time. And the value 6 found in the tree. Let's search for a value that is not inside of the tree. So number 8 is not inside of the tree. So we're going to press 8. And it came back the value 8 not found in the tree. So the search function is a very simple function to write for the binary tree. It's just a few lines of code and you're done. So that's all for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing, and I will see you in the next tutorial.